I'm not overly convinced I would actually ever go back to a traditional Mai Tai. You're joining me in this experimental Mai Tai video where I'm playing about with the orange liqueur. Can swapping out the orange liqueur for something, say like a banana liqueur, can we create a banana or different flavoured Mai Tais that way? I don't know how this is going to pan out, but let's find out. Hey rum fans, welcome back to the channel. I was recently set a challenge to make a really good banana Mai Tai without using banana rum. Now, I traditionally would go banana rum in a banana Mai Tai. The only downside you've got with that is that if you use something like Cocktail, which is my favourite banana rum, if you use that, you kind of lose all that funkiness you crave from a Mai Tai if you use a Jamaican rum. And yes, you could split that, but then it goes off balance and it's not quite right. So it got me thinking, can a simple swap for the orange liqueur in a Mai Tai, so traditionally Pierre Ferrand Dry Orange Curacao, can a simple swap to a banana liqueur make that much difference? Now, we traditionally only use 15 ml. So this is going to be a really good experiment. Is the orange critical? Is there enough flavour in the banana liqueur in 15 ml to really bring that through in a cocktail? Now, long-term viewers will know that I do love an experiment or two. So after we've done the banana, does that work? I'm going to set about playing about with other liqueurs. Can we swap the banana out for something else? So I've picked 5 of my favourite kind of fruity liqueurs, and I have been playing around with brands over the last few months because I am a long-term devotee of the posh Giffard, as I call them. But I've been put onto some other liqueurs, and I'm steadily coming in there. For instance, I've been a stalwart for the Apricot de Roussillon from posh Giffard. But you know what? That morning is really, really good. It's about £5 in the UK cheaper. It's a really good liqueur. So I've got the apricot brandy there from Monin. We've got a coconut liqueur there from Bounty. We've got mango and passion fruit liqueurs from Joseph Cartron. And then a pineapple version. So are any of these going to add that extra dimension to a Mai Tai and make it a great cocktail? So we're diving in to make the cocktail. 30 ml of our worthy 109 Jamaican rum, 30 ml of our Zymaca, also Jamaican rum, 22.5 ml, 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice, 10 ml of your orgeat syrup, 7.5 ml of brown or demerara sugar, and then instead of the dry orange curacao, we're going for 15 ml, half an ounce of a posh Giffard banana liqueur. Now, all I'm going to do is add some crushed ice to that and then flash blend it. And then we're just going to simply serve it up in our Mai Tai glass, and then crown it with a bit more crushed ice. So there we have our banana Mai Tai. Exactly the same, except we've just simply swapped that orange liqueur for a banana liqueur. I'm looking forward. I don't think I've ever done this. I'm looking forward to trying this now. So the first things that hits you up top is obviously the Jamaican rum. The worthy 109 really does shine through. The Zymaca really shines through. I'm not overly convinced that the banana's there, but I'm not overly convinced you would go that way to make a banana rum. A banana Mai Tai. I think if you wanted to do a proper, really flavourful banana Mai Tai, you might actually use a banana syrup in there instead of the demerara, and maybe a banana rum. This is absolutely delicious and gives you a quirky riff on the original Mai Tai, but I'm not sure it's what you would call a banana Mai Tai. But would I pay money and drink that? Yeah. That is really, really tasty. It does make a difference. It has changed your cocktail up. You have got this subtlety of banana behind it, but I'm not convinced those people that want a real big banana Mai Tai, I'm not convinced that's going to satisfy their taste buds. Now, before we dive into the flavoured Mai Tais that I've made, I've done this, as I always do, is try as close to as scientifically accurate as I possibly can. The ratios have all been measured, flash blended, and then what I've done, I've strained but then put cubed ice in this, but we've got flash blended with crushed ice. Just kind of, it should be like as close as damn it I can do without doing like 6 different ones of these. Now, before I go any further, that has now had, probably looking at the cameras, another 6 minutes of dilution. The banana in this now really, really does come out. And so that extra little bit of dilution kind of just, you know, the ice has been melting for a little, but that little bit of extra dilution has really mellowed the rums in there, but the banana really does jump out now. This is absolutely delicious. I was thinking about adding like another 5ml to it. So instead of 15ml in the cocktail, 20ml. I don't think you need to. The banana jumps out now in abundance, just with a little bit of extra dilution. That is gorgeous. Now, coming on to these cocktails, I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit wowed by this. I'm not overly convinced I would actually ever go back to a traditional Mai Tai. There's one here in particular that I've just gone, wow, that is absolutely stunning. I love that. Now, I love the original Mai Tai. Of course I do. I'm a big, you know, it's one of the go-to rum cocktails. After the daiquiri. The daiquiri is the king of the rum cocktails. But what have I found here? Do you know what? All of these really do punch out in flavour. They really, really do. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to give you my two least favourite ones that I would make again. I would drink, but I possibly wouldn't. They're like 6 out of 10s if you want to go that. The pineapple is delicious. That's a bit harsh giving them 6 out of 10s because they are really good. I potentially have to give them 8 out of 10s. They are that good. The pineapple is absolutely delicious. The coconut is absolutely delicious. Not quite what I want from a Mai Tai, but a delicious riff. The coconut really does sing through in there. I would quite happily make those again. The three standouts for me are the passion fruit, the mango, and the apricot. And if they're 8s out of 10s, these two have to be 9s out of 10s. The mango and the passion fruit especially, is absolutely phenomenal. Just, it's, again, just a straight swap. Equal ratios. You know, I've done exactly the same as what I did in that banana. These do really punch out in flavour. But my pick of the bunch is this, you know, the apricot. The apricot in a Mai Tai. That could seriously become my new go-to recipe for, oh, I'd probably call it an apricot Mai Tai. Well, I couldn't call it a normal Mai Tai. But that is absolutely fantastic. I'm drinking that all flipping day long. That is so good. If you've enjoyed this video, I want to hear back from you guys. What riffs, subtle riffs, like one change, like I've changed the orange liqueur for a fruit liqueur. What one change have you made to a Mai Tai? I'm not talking about the rums here, because we could talk all day about the rums, but I'm talking about the other ingredients, the orgeat, the brown sugar, the liqueur, the lime, you know, have you used super juice? Have you used a blend of grapefruit juice, super juice in there? Let me know, what riffs have you done in a Mai Tai to create the same drink, but different? I'm sticking to this apricot. This is gorgeous.